Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach, and today I'm talking about secrets to make any woman chase you. So, I want to start this video with a question, and that is, what have you done in the past, the actions that you've done in the past, has that made women chase after you? The things that you've done in the past, okay? So think of the things that you've done and the way that you've communicated with women in the past. Have any of these things that you've done made a woman chase after you? Okay? And if you've had a lot of struggles with women, then most of the things that you've probably done in the past haven't worked. Okay? So what you need to do now is you need to let go of all the things that you've tried in the past that didn't work to get women to like you. And now you want to take action and start doing things that do work. Okay? And I'm going to teach you in this video some new things perhaps that you may not have heard before if you're a new viewer, that will work, that will change your life when it comes to women, okay? So you've got to let go of the things that you've done in the past. Essentially, you've got to shed your old skin, okay? And put on a new skin and try new things, okay? And try these things I'm going to suggest to you, okay? So it makes sense then, if you want a woman to chase you and pursue you, you need to do less than what she is. Because if you do more than what she is, then you're the one that's chasing, okay? She's not chasing after you. She's not pursuing you. You're pursuing her. So if you want a woman to pursue you, then you have to do less than what she is. So how can you do this? So first of all, big one, don't be in her DMs constantly, okay? If she's a particularly beautiful woman, if she's particularly beautiful, then more than likely she's got a bunch of guys in her DMs DMing her all the time, and they're just constantly trying to get her attention, trying to talk to her, okay? So if you want to stand out and be the guy that she picks, if she happens to have a lot of suitors, then you have to do less than what these other guys are who she hasn't picked. So she picks you. And basically what you are showing by you're doing less than what these other guys are, you're showing that you're different, that you're the one she's going to have to fight for, the one that she's going to have to chase, the one that she's going to have to pursue. Because you're doing less. She doesn't have to chase these other guys because they're chasing her. So if you want her to chase you, then you need to do less. Okay, so don't DM her constantly. Okay, it's like what Corey Wayne says. You know, when you first start dating a woman, when you first start becoming interested in a woman, it's best to just ask her out once a week, or if you want to drag it out, ask her out every 2 weeks. Okay, and let her build basically let the anticipation build for her. Okay, it will also build for you as well, because if you're only seeing each other once or only once every 2 weeks, then obviously you're going to get really excited about seeing her too. So what you want to do, in the way that Corey Wayne says to do this, is when you ask her out on a date, okay, set it up for like a few days in advance, okay, and in between those days, between now and the date, don't message her, don't be in contact with her, because you don't need to be in contact with her, because you've already set up a date. You've already arranged a time when you're going to meet. So that's done. That's done and dusted. It's set in stone. Great. You'll just see her on the date. Okay. But if you message her a lot in between the dates, basically what could happen is you could put her off by becoming across too needy, by saying too much, by just being too familiar. And she may start to be like, maybe we should just call to confirm later on. And if she's wanting to call to confirm, it means that, or she wanted to text you to confirm, it means that she's losing attraction in you. Whereas if you set a date in stone and it's done and dusted and you don't say anything, it's still there. You're not going to end up saying anything in between those dates, in between dates that's going to put her off. Because you never know. Because this is the thing with texting and communication, which I really dislike, okay? You can often misinterpret things that people are saying. So you might say something that's a joke, because you're hoping that it's going to make her laugh, or you may send her a meme or a reel or something that you think is going to make her laugh, but maybe it makes her offended, or it puts her off, or she thinks it's distasteful, or something like that, or you say something in a certain way that she thinks which makes her believe that maybe you're angry at her when you're not, you're just having a laugh. Or like, because for example, let's say you don't use a lot of emojis but she does, and she takes the fact that you don't use a lot of emojis as you're angry or you're mad or something like that. So that's why I don't like texting, because it can often lead to a lot of miscommunication. So it's always better to just, as Corey Wayne says, to use the phone for setting up dates, for setting up appointments. Okay, and just do it as that. So like, say, hey, so let's meet up on Saturday. She's like, yeah, great, let's meet up on Saturday. Okay, great, I'll see you at 7 p.m. at the Turkish restaurant. Awesome, see you then. And then you're done and dusted with it. But whereas if you're still getting to know each other in between the dates, like talking to each other about certain things, then the more likely it is that you may say something that's going to make her be put off by you, okay? Because of the miscommunication thing. Okay, and you may not even know what happened. You may not even know that you said or did something wrong, but she just slowly starts to not communicate with you as much. And then she says that she doesn't want to meet out with you anymore. Or something comes up and she can't see you. So, and the thing is as well with writing and texting is that as human beings, we've been evolving for hundreds of thousands of years, okay? And throughout most of that time, we've been doing that in person, reading each other's body language, reading each other's vibe. Letter writing, you know, that's only been around for a couple of hundred years. Texting and emailing and WhatsApping has been around for significantly less. As human beings, we are designed to get to know each other in person, not over text messaging. Okay, right? And it's just a weak way of getting to know someone. The best way to get to know someone, the most confident way, the best way you can show that you're confident is because you want to get to know her in person. And if she's one of these women that are just obsessed with their phones, and she's like, well, why can't we get to know each other texting and so I like texting? But be like, well, I would prefer to get to know you in person. I think texting can often lead to a lot of miscommunication. So I'd rather just meet you out in person and then get to know you in person if that's all right. And that's what I prefer to do. You know, I can't wait to see you though, and I'll see you on Saturday or whenever it is that you've arranged a date. That's all you have to say. That's all you need to do, okay? And also you could even put across that you're just a really super busy guy and you don't have time to do that right now. And you'd rather just have that set time that you've already planned to talk to her and communicate with her, okay? So that's how you can show that you're not attached to her and you're not chasing her, because you're not always constantly in her DMs trying to get her attention. In fact, you're rarely there. You're just there to set up a date, and you set up the date a few days in advance. You don't talk to her during that time, and then you meet up, and then you wait a few days after the date, and if she messages you, great, you just arrange another date, or you just wait a few more days and you ask her out again if she doesn't message you first. And that's basically how you do it. And that's how you do it. And you just keep on doing that, rinse, recycle, repeat, until she's your girlfriend. Okay, and then what you'll find is that you'll be spending even more time together, because she'll be reaching out to you more, and you'll be talking to each other more, and you'll be spending more time together because you'll just naturally want to see each other more and more. And that's basically how it happens, okay? And that's how you can make any woman chase you, by just doing significantly less than all the other guys that are in her DMs. That's all you have to do, okay? But you need to let go of any of these bad habits of, oh, I've got to over text, I've got to send her another message. Because if those things haven't worked for you in the past, then it's time to try a new method, okay? But what you'll find is that if you meet a woman, though, who has a high attraction for you, it doesn't matter too much if you let some of these things slide. In fact, you could do quite a few things wrong, but as long as you're doing most things right, a woman that's hyper attracted to you won't mind if you make a few mistakes, okay? But that is one of the best secrets that I can give you on how to make any woman chase you. You just have to do way less than what she is. So grab your phone, look at who's sending the most frequent messages, who's initiating the conversation the most, who's writing the longer messages. And if any of that is you, then you've got to do less than what she is, okay? So look at the conversation, who is doing the most. If it's you, got to do way less than her, okay? At least be on the same level, okay? So thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally and you'd like coaching with me, then please go to www.christinelovers.com, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.